All right, apparently the Indianapolis Colts are bringing Aaron Glenn back in for a second interview. I guarantee I'm thinking they on the second wave of interviews, and he's a finalist for the job after getting rid of Frank White, whatever his name is. Frank is now the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. I guess Jeff Saturday, I'm not sure if he a candidate or not. That's how funny how everybody talk all that ish on TV, like Mike Mayock and Jeff Saturday and Mike Tanner behind the bomb, whatever his name is on ESPN. He was a shitty GM for the Jets too. They talk all this junk on TV, but then when they get in a position of power, it's easy. You ever watch a game and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He should have shaded on the inside, or damn, he should have slipped that jab, or he should have doubled it up more, or you know what I'm saying? He should have took a couple steps in and took the elbow jumper. It's easy on the outside looking in than being in the game, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, good for Aaron Glenn. I really ain't tripping about losing Aaron Glenn either. Sorry. Only guy I really was tripping about was Ben Johnson. Because if you're going to stick with Jared Goff and they might pay Jared Goff, him and Ben Johnson tied at the hip. So, when you like somebody that, everybody knows that Brad Holmes has an infatuation with Pac-12 players and infatuation with Jared Goff, which he was a Pac-12 player, that clouds your judgment. And everybody know that Jared Goff, especially without Ben Johnson, ain't the long-term solution. You want to do Brad Holmes know that. So and I'm just gonna side on that, side of caution. He don't, but Aaron Glenn, I think the defense is so young, and you still need a few more pieces there that another defensive coordinator can come in and put his mark. I'm going straight for Steve Wilks. Pay him top defensive coordinator money, and that's who I'm going for. I mean, that's who you go get. You seen them, obviously Dan Campbell said they kicked our ass in Carolina. He did. A lot of Panther fans was going for him to get the job in Carolina. The funny thing is, they own a David Tepper. Somehow he wants to end the good old boys network in NFL, but then proceeded to hire Frank White over Steve Wilks. And they explained why they hired, Steve Wilks, and they explained they have a number of black women. That's a part of their executive board that was part of the process. But then again, you still hired a white coach. But they did explain to him and the GM. So, I mean, take it for how you want to take it. The explanation that he gave was pretty valid, and I ain't gonna kill him over it. And if he doing what he doing to move away from that, that's only gonna start with giving black people a team to control. That's the only reason. That's the only way it's gonna help, and there's a number of reasons why. But I'm not gonna dig into it, right? I don't think y'all care about that right now. If you do, you can request it. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook's fastest ways. I'm also on Instagram, but I ain't been active on Instagram. None of them really. Drop my damn cone. But see if I can grab it. But yeah, man, congratulations to him. I really ain't tripping over it. The defense is so young. It's still, what I'm saying, it's still forming its identity. I think he's going to get a lot of help in the offseason on the defense. And if that's hopefully a guy on the inside that could push the pocket like Jalen Carter, who could stop the run and bring some intensity in there. You can find an inside linebacker that you can start developing and to be the next guy. And probably a veteran cornerback. And if you ain't going to bring in Jeff Okudah, then more than likely you're going to draft the cornerback. So it's going to be some changes coming. But I just think they still young enough for somebody else to come in and be able to mold them. You know what I'm saying? You hear, it's easier to help, to create habits with a younger mind. And that's why like China and a lot of countries over there in Asia is much more advanced than we are when it comes to education. It's not that they brains bigger, they smarter. They study habits are better, they stricter. They have a template in which they follow, and a structure in which they follow for their kids. You get home from school. You get out your uniform. But you in trouble if you don't. You get out your uniform. You get a snack. You do this amount of homework. You do this amount of reading. And then you have some fun. Then you can watch TV. Then you wash up before dinner. You get dinner. And then, you read a little bit before dinner. Then, you off to bed. But too much of that also kills creativity and also kills kills you emotionally too. So you got to find a fine line between that. But losing Aaron Glenn, I mean, I ain't losing no sleep. I'm going straight after Steve Wilks. straight after that. And I think Steve Wilks, he has some talent to play with. Hopefully Jalen Carter, Aiden Hutchinson, as of right now, I can change my mind. Aiden Hutchinson, Jalen Carter. And they need an inside linebacker. If that's bringing in somebody like Levante David in on a short-term deal or drafting somebody. One thing about the inside linebackers, they take time to hit the ground running. They like the quarterbacks of the defense, so much usually funnel through them. And I think, a veteran corner, that's what they need. Not an old-ass corner. Not like getting Rasheed Mathis old-ass. A real veteran corner like Jalen Rams who still can play at a good high level and building from there. So, I hope we get it. Looking at the Colts, you would think they most likely need a quarterback. And if you take that job, you got to understand that you need a quarterback. And that's it. They're gonna have some guys. Darius Leonard coming back. They'll have some guys over there. They talented defensively, so from that standpoint, it's good. Offensively, they got some talent. Probably you need to get another receiver, but you need a quarterback. And if you're gonna take the coach job, they gotta have a recipe for a quarterback. And like Aaron Rodgers might want to head back over to the Raiders, which he messed up by not, moving on for Devontae Adams, but maybe that was their plan. You go to the Raiders, I'm gonna meet you there in a couple years. Could be. So, he's a candidate for Indianapolis, but, you look, is it Stroud? Is it Young? Is it Richardson? Is it, the kid from Florida? Is it, Will Levis? If it's Derek, is it Derek Carr? That's the crazy thing about it. Same thing for Frank Weiss. He went from Indianapolis with quarterback issues to Carolina. They had quarterback issues. Tom Brady retired. Do y'all go for Lamar Jackson? You took the same job. So, Cliff Kingsbury says, shit, deuces, I'm out of here. He said, I got a one-way trip to Thailand. I ain't looking back. Don't call me. I don't want no jobs. I'm good. I'm going to take some time off. And it's stressful when you're going through a situation where, you don't have a quarterback. And like Cliff Kingsbury had a quarterback, but apparently he an arrogant little prick. So sometimes you just need a break, And Frank White said, I'm going to go from one bad fucking situation to another. The same situation. So, it is what it is, but congratulations to Aaron Glenn. They got a lot of talent over there, just missing a quarterback and maybe another receiver. So, good organization. Jim Irsay, had his problems in the past, but, good organization, seemed to be a good owner. So we'll see what happens, but best of luck to him. But, I had Steve Wilks on speed dial. I really wouldn't lose too much sleep over this if I'm y'all. So I might sound a little bit insensitive, but hey, it is what it is. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Link tree, the first link description. Don't forget to check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.